when I got to Montana, they said to us, don't, because there have been grizzlies right outside of where we have our cabin. And they said, don't go for a walk unless you bring the bear spray.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, we'll bring, and then they show you how to use the bear spray. And the lesson we got went as follows. You have to wait to spray the bear spray until it's within like 10 feet of you. And you got to spray it at the ground where the bear's nose is. So basically you will wind up in the bear's jaws, but your goal is to incapacitate him.
I think 10 feet, that's a lot of restraint, but yeah.
And then they said, no, if it's a black bear, you want to make yourself big and try to be scary, like, oh, he'll be afraid of you and he'll leave. Okay, but if it's a brown bear, don't do that at all. Be quiet, be still, and whatever you do, don't run. But there's one complicating factor, which is sometimes the black bears are brown. So like, what the fuck is that? We're all dead. We're dead. Well, the grizzly has the hump. Well, what if I can't see the hump? What if he's coming at me from a different angle? This is a lot to put stock in when it comes to your life and your children's life. So I'm like, okay, I got my bear spray. But then they told me the bit about 10 feet and don't run and don't scream. Don't let your kids scream. I'm like, we're all dead. And what I've learned after having been out there for 8 years is you need a gun. That is the only thing that will protect you from a charging grizzly bear. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're probably, you're right and you're wrong. Let me tell you a quick story about this, just to kind of set it up. Like,
yeah,
people make all kinds of plans, right? And they got all these things they're going to do and not do. And when this stuff happens, it happens so fast. First off, the odds of it happening are so small, but then when it happens so fast. All these rehearsed plans unravel. I was on a Fognac Island in Alaska one time, and we had an elk carcass that we had hung up in a tree, and we'd gone back to retrieve it. And a big brown bear, brown bears and grizzly bears are, taxonomically they're the same animal. Came in really hard on us. And my buddy, Giannis, had his bear spray on his belt, and he had his pistol sitting on his backpack next to him. So he's got bear spray and a pistol, and he deliberately set the pistol there for fear of a bear trying to claim this elk carcass. Mm-hmm. And when this bear came in, you know what he did? He didn't grab the pepper spray. He didn't grab the pistol. He grabbed his trekking pole and swung it like a baseball bat and smoked that bear across the muzzle.
Oh.
Which turned the bear.
Giannis is a brave man.
Oh yeah. The point being, here's this whole plan, pepper spray, pistol. And then in that moment, when everything in your brain comes undone, the thing he thought to do was swing a trekking pole at it.
Right.
So it's just that, like, I hear so many people always debating what they're going to do and not do. And I'm a little bit incredulous, having been in a couple of these situations. I wind up being a little bit incredulous about the rehearsal process.
Yeah, same.
But a way to look at it, like I think a general way to look at it is if you read a lot about black bear attacks are often predatory, meaning they're very, very rare. Most people in America live within a couple hours drive of a black bear. They're all over. They don't really mess with people. But if they do, it's predatory. And grizzlies will do that as well.
Wait. Before you look, what do you mean it's predatory?
Oh, like when you read about the rare black bear attacks. So in the whole country, maybe, you have a black bear attack or 2 black bear attacks every year. When a black bear attacks a person, it's generally understood that it's acting as a predator, meaning it's trying to secure food. It's attacking you the same way it would attack a deer fawn, right? It's trying to get food.
Why don't I feel better?
What makes grizzly bears a different kind of animal is that they have a response to fear, which is aggressive. So a black bear's tendency is, there's different critters. Like a black bear's tendency when it's spooked is to run. A grizzly bear, sometimes when it gets startled, the switch goes in its head. It might run, or it might try to jump on and neutralize that threat. So that's why you have so many more grizzly attacks than black bear attacks relative to population, is because they have this habit, this strategy of countering risk by attacking the thing that scared it. So many of the attacks we have with grizzly bears, it'll neutralize the threat and then leave and not try to eat the body. And when you do that, when you have a grizzly bear, a victim get killed by a grizzly bear, they haven't been eaten. They'll call it a defensive attack.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And nowadays, even now, with grizzly bears are federally listed in the lower 48. If there's a defensive attack on a person, there's a good chance they're not even going to kill that bear.
Yeah.
If it's a predatory attack, the wildlife officials will kill the bear. If it's a defensive attack, that bear will now, oftentimes, they let the bear walk.
There was
somewhat astounding to me, but that's policy right now.
Yeah, because there's so few of them. Yeah, but we saw, well, we didn't see, but we were there in Montana when this guy got attacked. I think like you didn't get attacked, but he found himself in between the mama bear and her cubs, the grizzly. Yeah. And it wasn't even his fault. He was riding his bike. Yep. And unbeknownst to him, the mama had gotten separated from the cubs, which were on the other side of the road. And him just riding his bike by was perceived as enough of a threat that she came for him. And indeed, she did cause some serious damage to the guy, but she didn't kill him. He lived. And
I remember that incident, and it was funny because not funny, that's the wrong word. There was a fatality up in the northwest part of the state where a guy, the best they could reconstruct it, a mountain biker actually hit the bear on a trail and it killed him. But again, we're kind of doing a thing that you and I right now, I love this subject, right?
We're
you and I
scaring
right
the
now
people.
Are doing a thing that I think is a little bit problematic, where we're putting so much emphasis on a thing that's so unlikely to occur.
Well, you're helping me work out my fears. This in the same way Rob O'Neill helped me work out my fears of sharks in the ocean, as he's a Navy SEAL, of course, and said, "Have you gone swimming in the ocean?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "Then you've gone swimming with sharks. They're everywhere."
Sure. Yeah.
He's like, "They don't attack you. Get over it." You're helping me with my grizzly bear problem right now.
I just learned the other day, in some states, and including this state, drowning is the lead cause of death for kids up until the age of 14.
Oh my
gosh. We'll talk a lot about bears, right? But do we talk a lot about drowning? Hypothermia, dying of exposure. You're much more likely to die of exposure than you're likely to die from a wild animal attack. But that's not fun to talk about. So again, it brings up this idea of how people deal with risk and threat in the outdoors. Is they kind of get off on the wrong trail, because there's these things that occupy a lot of psychological space for us, and big predators occupy psychological space.
September marks the end of summer and the beginning of a hectic time for a lot of people, but a great time. Love the fall. It can become difficult to schedule in your fitness goals and also hard to relax after a long, busy, packed day. Consider a Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas. These things offer time-saving convenience to work out in your own backyard, and also the relaxing therapy of a hot tub to take it easy afterward. Here's how it works. A Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas has a water current so you can swim in place and do your favorite aquatic exercises. The water buoyancy relieves pressure on aching joints, and you can enjoy pure relaxation in the massage therapy seats. Michael Phelps swim spas come in a variety of sizes to complement almost any yard, even if it's a small one. Installation can take less than a day. And since it's heated, you can use it year-round in any climate, at the beginning of the fall and all the way through the winter. Michael Phelps swim spas are 100% made in the USA by Master Spas, the world's largest swim spa manufacturer. Go to masterspas.com. Listen to this. This is big. The month of September is Master Spas' global sales event. I have never seen a promo this good. I kid you not. This is real. If you put in the promo code MK, you will save $2,000 on a Michael Phelps swim spa. Unbelievable. And if you put in that promo code MK, you will save $1,000 on a Master Spas hot tub. That's a lot of dough to save on a great, great product. Masterspas.com, promo code MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.